Julie?
Yes, I am here with Laura Brotherson, stayed with us, and we are also welcoming Heidi and Chris with us. And we are going to be talking about ways to strengthen your sexual relationship. All right, so you have come up with 6 steps. So let's go through that, and then we'll ask you some questions. Get ready. No, get ready. All right. So first, you say make sex a priority.
Yeah, there's kind of 6 tips that I think can be helpful for every couple to just make their intimate relationship better, improve it. And the first one is making your relationship a priority. A lot of times it's just leftover time, leftover energy for our intimate relationship, and sometimes that's just not enough. We need to make it a little bit more of a higher priority. And a lot of times I'll challenge a couple to find one thing that they can take out of their lives to make a little bit more time for each other. And a lot of times even just date night can really be helpful too.
So you both have read Laura's book, right? Yes. Before you read the book, was your sexual relationship a priority?
It was fine with me.
You were happy. How about you?
I think that we've always been good at frequency, but as far as the quality, after we read the book, it improved 100-fold for me.
So the frequency was not a problem, but the when you say quality, what do you mean?
The quality.
You mean you enjoyed it more?
I definitely enjoyed it more.
Okay.
And I think that the steps that she talked about with having thoughts, I practiced that a lot throughout the day, and so then I was excited. I couldn't wait till my husband got home. So.
Wow. I mean, isn't that a husband's dream?
That's why you're smiling.
That's every husband's dream, that their wife's like, when is he going to get home? When is he going to get home? Wonderful. Okay, so the second, get educated.
Yes, a lot of couples, we just need more education. So few of us are really well taught about intimacy. Our parents, unfortunately, too many of them don't really talk to us about it and don't sufficiently prepare us, that we need to get educated. And that's one of the reasons that I wrote this book, is that I felt like, you know what, we need a source that is very comprehensive, more in-depth, and yet still respectful and reverent. And that's one of the things that couples can do, is read this together. Or I even say, hey, if only one of you will read it, one of you read it, and you can still make a big difference by learning. So getting educated, very important. What's next?
Talk about it.
Yes, learning to talk about it. You know, maybe they would have some good points for it, but that's an important one. Couples can't talk about it.
I know, and you'd think that this is the person who's closest to you in your life. You should be able to talk about it. So tell us your experience in improving in that area.
Well, for me, the points in the book, I think, just reinforce things that I already felt and things that I already understood. And I think it gave us an opportunity to talk about things that had been an uncomfortable subject, even between, you know, a married couple. So
that's a good point. Wonderful. How about you? Were you more comfortable?
Well, when you read Laura's book, you will see that she has homework, and that is our very favorite thing. So, and when you read it and you see the homework, it just makes it easy, because the questions are there, everything is there for you to work through whatever barriers you have. And I feel like the book is good for many couples, even couples who think, okay, we're doing okay, because I thought, well, we're doing okay, everything's fine. But then when I did the homework, there's such a deeper level that came.
So it challenged you to go deeper.
Definitely.
Wonderful. Overcoming inhibitors.
Well, that's a big part. The first chapter of my book is solely about this concept called good girl syndrome. And it doesn't just apply to girls, but it's just basically, in our society, there's so much kind of negative discussion of sex. I mean, you so rarely hear anything positive about any aspect of a sexual relationship, even within marriage, that there's a lot of just negative thoughts and a lot of unproductive thoughts that go through our mind. A lot of core beliefs we have that have got to be addressed. And like I said, with the homework, I help couples to really, you know, I try to make it a really self-help, because a lot of people won't go to a counselor for this kind of issue. And so I try to make it very, here's what you can talk about, here's what you need to do some writing about, here's what you need to ask yourself about, and to help them to work through those inhibitions.
Be playful is next.
Be playful, yes. That really is important to make it a part of the relationship, so that, again, if you can add playfulness to all aspects of your relationship, it's easier for it to flow over into the bedroom. And when that can flow over into the bedroom, it just creates a sweetness and a fun that just, you know, until you experience it, it's hard to even explain what I'm talking about. But because so many couples have been able to experience it after working through some of these issues, Heidi and Chris are a great example, they can see what I'm talking about and that it's real and it's possible.
Wonderful. And the last one, make it a matter of prayer.
Yes. Well, you know, I love to remind people that it was God that created sex in the first place, and that sometimes we forget that and we put sex kind of into this no, bad, dirty category, and that's not what it is. That's not how it was created. Sex is a good thing. It's a wholesome thing, especially for, you know, in marriage, for a husband and wife. It's one of the great ways that they can connect. I mean, there's nothing more profound than the sexual relationship in marriage.
Thank you so much for your wisdom and your directness, and thank you for being brave.
Aren't they great?
Yeah,
so
Heidi
brave.
and Chris, thank you for sharing your story. I just appreciate your time. We'll have you back too. Thank you so much for watching. After the break, I'm going to answer some of your relationship questions. If you have them, email hometeam@kjazz.com with Ask Julie in the subject line. We'll be right back.